Hey there, Glenn Morris from the Smart Energy Lab. And today, something just turned up at my door, literally. Thanks to Richard from K2 Energy Solutions for dropping by this new battery. Now, I don't know anything about it at all. I've read the spec sheet and I thought I'd just tell you a bit about it. So it's called the Pytes, P-Y-T-E-S. That's mostly what I know. It's designed for 48 volt systems and it's a true unboxing. I've never seen inside this box. And it's very nicely packaged. It's fairly heavy. It's about 50 kilos. And it's got a bit of an Apple feel about opening it. Whoa, that's nice. Wow. Check it out. Lots of reinforced cardboard. Now, you know, I'm a big lover of reinforced cardboard, not heaps of polystyrene. So I'm giving them 5 stars for not using heaps of polystyrene, straight up. Really nice design of that box. It's almost too good to throw out. I might have to keep that as something to store my clothes in. So what else have we got in here? So it's got some handles on the side, and it obviously is rack mounted. So 19-inch rack mount by design. Let's get right in here. Now, you always start with the instruction manual, or in this case, user manual. No doubt there's some useful information there, but I'm going to skip it, you know. Just want to get into the box real quick. So what have we got on the front here? This is the business end of this unit. It's looking pretty nice. So because it's a 48 volt system, no doubt it's designed to be parallel with multiples of these. We can build big systems out of these small components. It's got dual connectors on the front, so you can parallel straight off the unit to the next battery, which is nice. And I do have the cables, which are very sturdy looking. It's got a double pole DC breaker. Now that's an Australian requirement. I know a lot of products that are made for other markets only have a single pole breaker. This has got a double pole breaker. We've got some comms interfaces here. So CAN bus I can see, RS485, port 1, port 2, no doubt for chaining together multiple modules, on-off switch, a start button, and some dip switches. Because when you've got multiples of these, they kind of need to tell each other who they are. And so they've got ID numbers that you can set with the dip switch. But you probably want to know a bit about the specs of this system. Let's have a run through the data sheet. So it's a 51.2 volt, 100 amp rack-mounted LiFePO battery. So LiFePO, the safe lithium. It's really designed for things like caravans and motorhomes. It's very modular, so you can build small or large systems. It's got a nominal capacity of 4.61 kilowatt hours. Nominal of 5.12, but a usable of 4.61 kilowatt hours. That's the number that really matters. You always have a bit of spare capacity in there just so that the battery stays reliable and safe. Now, it's built for the harsh Australian conditions. It's got vibration design resistance testing. So this is designed for caravans and RVs going over our rough, bumpy Australian roads. Now, it's certified to 2 standards that are important. UL 1973 is the toughest one. That's the US standard for lithium-ion batteries. It's really tough standard because it has a fire test in there. And I like to tell people about this fire test. I've never done it, but it's pretty scary. You put this battery in a pool of hydrocarbon, think petrol, and you set fire to it. No problem. You leave it on fire for 20 minutes, put the fire out, leave it for 24 hours, and it should still be safe. Now, you may have damaged it, but it didn't go boom. That's how safe this battery is, that it conforms with UL 1973. I'd be more worried about my car catching fire. Now, it uses premium grade EVE, spelt, LiFePO cells. These are high energy density and long life cells. It's got over 6,000 cycle life, and it's protected by an advanced BMS. Now, the BMS protects against overcharge, over discharge, over current, and short circuit. That's pretty well bulletproof. Now, it's integrated, as I said, with that dual pole breaker, and it's also got a fuse for physical isolation as well as maximum safety. Now, here's something that's pretty unusual in something like a rack-mounted LiFePO battery. It's got aerosol fire suppression. That is like utility-grade fire protection. So if something were to go wrong, you know, you run your car into or something, it will suppress that potential burn with internal fire suppression. It's got built-in heating film. Now, this has been a bit of a topic of mine lately. Lithium doesn't really like getting cold. If you get a lithium-ion battery below about 5 degrees, certainly around the 0 degree mark, they just don't want to charge. They'll discharge. They often discharge to like, minus 20 or so. But when we go to charge them, they go, oh, too cold. And it's actually unsafe to charge them. So they have a heating film built in here that means that it can still charge even when it's cold because it warms itself. Isn't that a cool idea? The operating temperature range for these products, it goes from 2 degrees to 57. Now, that'll do me for Australia. 57 is pretty hot. And you can discharge down to minus 18. I said, well, that's Perisher. If you live in Perisher and you've got lithium-ion batteries, you could still discharge down there. A 75 amp maximum continuous charge and discharge. So really fast charge and discharge as possible. That's 2.56 kilowatt rated output per battery module. So you had 2 of them, that's nearly 5 kilowatts, 3 of them, 7.5, etc. Up you go. Now it's got greater than a 95% round trip efficiency. That's the DC efficiency, energy in, energy out. So hardly any losses in that process. Now, it really works seamlessly with Victron Energy. The integration via CAN and RS485 communications is excellent and proven. Compatibility with the Victron GX monitoring system, which is one of my favorite off-grid monitoring systems. The Color GX and all of the GX range are just amazing. Really easy for customers to understand how their system's working. Now, in terms of dimensions, this is it's compact. So it's 484 by 578 by 140 millimeters, and it weighs about 45 kilos. So it really is a 2-person lift, but once you've installed it, who cares? Now, it's scalable, as I said before. You can go up to 16 units in parallel. That's 81.92 kilowatt hours. That'll do me. That'll get me through a rough weekend. Now, it's expandable in up to 6 groups to nearly 500 kilowatt hours. Wow. That's CNI, that's really impressive. Now, I mentioned it's certified to UL 1973, but also the cells have UL 9540A. Now, that is another very important test in terms of safety and reliability of cells, one that's very hard to achieve. It's a destruction test too, so they've passed that. It's got the European equivalent for IEC 62619, and a bunch of others. So it really ticks all the safety standard boxes. It's ideal for a home energy storage system and for caravans, motorhomes, camper trailers, and off-grid adventure systems. It's designed as a reliable off-grid and on-grid energy solution, depending on the energy inverter that you choose to put it with. The slogan, I believe, is Power Adventures, Safety You Can Trust. 10-year domestic and mobile application warranty. So even if you put it in the back of the ute and go bumping around Australia, it's still got that 10-year warranty. So if you buy it through K2 Energy Solutions, based in Mitcham, you're a winner. Anyway, that was exciting. I'm keen to see how this thing works with my Victron systems. Anyway, thanks everyone. Check it.